Alright, so we should be live, I think. I think we should be live. So, yeah, we got the i3-2120 in the system. We got the modified GTX 460 in the system. We're more or less just going to be working on trying to see if we can get this thing a bit farther than what I've gotten it so far. And tune the RAM, see what we can do with this i3-2120. Is Intel's Intel Core 2nd Gen Sandy Bridge. It's a 2-core 4-thread CPU. Its base clock is 3.3 for max, or boost is 3.3 gigahertz. And yeah, we'll see how far we can push this thing. So give me a second. We'll get everything all set up. So yeah, bam. It's not showing. Yo, how's it going, Theo? Alright, there we go. We got the new video. Give me 1 sec. I'll get this set up. Keyboard. Keyboard. Need some video. And the mouse. Oh, good luck there, man. Good luck. Glad you got your middle school diploma now. Okay, so we're gonna do OC profile, one that I have so far. Not great. BCLK of 104.8 is my max I can do right now, but we're gonna see what we can do. You got it, man. Don't stress. No need to stress. No need to stress. Let's see. No, everything looks... DRAM, though, I'm going to put up to 400, because we're going to push the RAM. I'm going to push the RAM. But what we're also going to do is lower that down. See if we can push the CPU more, and that way I don't have to worry about the CPU. Here we go. We'll put the voltage to 1.28, 1.285. See if we can get a little further. Is that like just a pass though? Yo, what's up, my son? It's not working. Well, 400 minimum. Come on, CPU, I believe in you. I might take the CPU out, reinstall it, and maybe it'll help. The 104.8 BCLK is not good for the CPU. I want more. Oof. Just below, eh? Don't do this to me. Oh, it is. It is going to do this to me. Maybe not. We might be good. It's not good. It did not pass. 104.9. Just no. I'd like to be able to get this CV up to like 106, 107. I mean, that'd be nice. It just does not want to. So I'm going to reinstall the CPU. Yeah. You can't just be like a down, what people call a Debbie Downer. Gotta have some hope. Down. Where did I put? Stick. Yeah, yeah, get to play Battlefield 6. I mean, it would not be good. Guaranteed. Hey, that's a guaranteed. Yeah, I have an AMD FX. I just don't have a motherboard. I have a 8150. And some old Athlons. The thing is, they have decent, like, you can do decent frequency on it. On a FX CPU, you can do decent frequencies. Like, even on air, but they're not great. They're not true, like, you'll see some FX, like the 9150s and that, they're like 8-core CPU. They're not technically an 8-core, they're technically a 4-core. They're not real, like, full cores. But yeah, they say they are. They're not, though. They're not real. It's not real. It's not real. Yeah, I would like to be able to get a decent AM3 Plus motherboard so I can run my FX series. I had a cheaper Gigabyte one, and I literally melted the VRMs through the motherboard. Because, yeah, you need a decent motherboard for them. Oh, yeah, of course they did. $105. Let's do 1.3 volts. We don't need that much on that. PLL, we put that down. We'll enable that. We'll see if that works. I don't think it will. Let's do profile, save it, profile 7 for that one. 105, 105, 105, 105. Yeah, they're not a true full core CPU. And yeah, they for some reason classify them as full cores. I just don't get it. Oh, it just does not like it. I might have to do chilled. Might have to do chilled. Like, I just don't know how I'm gonna get this thing past 104.8. I need to think. I need to think. Let's do 101.325. We don't generally need more voltage, but it can help. Helps my i5 2400 voltage does help quite a bit. Yeah, find that right voltage. Yeah, still says nah, just then I'll try from 1.15 volts, and I'll try my way up, see if we can get this working. See if our lower voltage on this CPU wants lower voltage. Let's do 1.125. These non-overclockable CPUs are so annoying. No, well, yes and no. Theo. you'll see that they're 4, 6, and 8 core. They're not true, though. Not a true full core CPU. I would like to get an 8350. They're good for frequency on a single core. Oh, please, just work for me. 1.15. Like my i5 2400 likes cold boots. Nice high voltage. For some reason, likes higher voltage. Yep, you can do passive cool, especially if it's a smaller CPU, right? Like a lower powered CPU. You know, it's like cool with nothing almost. It wants to do this. It wants to. 1.165. I mean, it's free, so can't complain. It does more than what you need. If it does more than what you need, then perfect. It's not bad. I mean, 69, nice, but I mean, it's not a bad price for a 970. Yeah, it's not bad. You can't video edit on, like, it's not, it's a school computer. It's for typing out and just doing light browsing. If you have to do more than that, well, guess what? Get your own computer. Because it's not made for doing that. 1.2 volts. I know we can do it. I know we can do... Oh my god, I was instant said no. I know we can do it. I know we can get past 104.8. NVIDIA MX chip. Please. It says no. Oh man, I really was hoping I can get this chip farther. 104.8. This is just rough. Well, 2.25. Yeah, a lot of controllers or a lot of SSDs will use a Fusion controller. A phase on. A phase on. A phase on. A phase on. Oh yeah, this CPU was made to OC. These non-OC. Oh my god! Oh, okay. I thought it worked there for a second because it didn't do a special restart. Oh my god, no! Come on, baby! I thought it did it. I thought it did it because it didn't turn off. It just went right to nope. Nice, God, you got the controller. I believe in you. Oh, come on. Wonder if I have to modify it. Maybe modifying it will help. Maybe it'll help a bit. $1.25. That's probably you. You still know how to install it correctly. Wow, that was an insta fail. It was like, nope. Don't believe it. You probably cracked it. Trying to blame the delivery driver. $1.265 is the right one, right? Right? We got it? We did it? Did we do it? No, we did not. Huh. And the RTX 2060 Super, it's a decent card. All the Supers are decent. 8GB card too, it's nice. Come on, I believe. We gotta have a spot. Let's do 1.35 volts. Way more than enough voltage. Yeah, it's a really good trade. 2060 Super is a good card. Like, yeah, because I've had one. And yeah, decent. Oh, come on. 1.35 volts. We're going straight to 1.4 volts. The CPU likes voltage. Yeah, and generally these non-overclockable chips don't, but I've had a few now that do like a bit more voltage than normal. Dude, that was an insta no. So I don't think I'll be able to push this one farther. I could add on some caps to the CPU and it might help. The chances of it helping are very slim. But there is a possibility. Doesn't have display output? Oh. What up, Ducky? I ain't pregnant. What? The pregnant man. Come on. Come on. I just want this CPU to do over 105. No, the Supers are 8 GB cards. The 2060 is a 6 GB card. No, not cold. PLL 1.85. More than enough. Just ambient. It's on water though. I'll probably have to do chilled. There are some chips that you have to do chilled, or like single stage dry ice LN2 type deal to even think about pushing them. But I can do instantly 104.8. It's good. It's good. The memory controller on it's really good. You need to do some pretty tight timings at about 2000. I'll show you. Pretty good timings. Like, what I might do too is just try to do a higher. Like, just do straight up 22 on it at 103 and see what we can do. Right now, PLL 1.85625, VCCSA 1.24375, way more than enough that's needed. And CPU voltage 1.27. It seems to like it at 1.27 at this, at a higher frequency, probably lower now, but it likes it. Digi-power control, of course, we got 500 fixed frequency, so 500,000. Extreme, of course, everything's extremed. We'll do 400 on DRAM fixed. I haven't played with it yet, and generally doing any kind of VREF does not matter with these chips. Yeah, CL8. We'll go with timings here. Well, we can do 8. Add it on 9. And then 24. And then 90. And then 24. Cache rate of 6. That's about as low as I can go for cache rate latency of 6 from testing. I did a little bit of pre-testing. But pretty good. Decent timings. Don't even worry about the slews yet. I mean, it's not even high enough frequency to even think about playing around with it. We do want some swizzle though. Swizzle does help. But we'll do just 9 for now. CL9 because we're at 2200 instead of around 2000. And actually we'll raise this up to 110. Actually, no, we'll do 120 just in case, because it's at 2200 now. I'm not sure if it'll work. Yeah. Nope, probably not maxed. Like I said, it was just quick testing. Okay, and we got 2200. So we got 2200, which is good. So what I'm going to do is save this profile to profile 7. And then we'll start raising to 104. Pretty sure it is. Yo, how's it going, Surge? Oh, that instantly said no. Yes and no, you can do it on OS, but I don't. I like to work in the BIOS. Guarantees that by the time, if we can get from the OS or the BIOS to the OS, it's gonna pass basically every single test. You do it in the operating system, you can just crash, and then oh wow, you have to restart your computer again. It's DDR3, right? If you're on DDR4 or DDR5, yeah, you can just do OS, but you still have lots of chances to crash. I mean, that kind of sucks that it was the motherboard. I did add caps to the chipset on this motherboard, and it did help out the i5-2400. It gave me a little bit extra BCLK. But I probably will modify this motherboard more, make it so that way I can get more voltage for the RAM. I'll modify the memory controller on it, like voltage controller. I'm not sure. So now I have an i3-1010, I just need to replace the fans as they make a funny noise. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you know how to take apart the fans, all you have to do is grease them up. Re-grease them. They're easy to take apart. You just take the sticker off the back of the fan, right? You take the sticker off. You grab a little pair of needle nose pliers or small tipped tweezers, and then you can pull that little pin off the shaft, and then you can pull the fan out. You can re-grease everything, put it all back together, and it fixes it. I've literally done all my fans. I try to keep all my fans nice and well lubricated. I use a pretty high-end lubrication, and it's generally the lubrication that I use is for like air guns. It's because it's good for longevity, good for high temps, low temps kind of deal. It's a Pazload. It's Pazload, but it has a nice small tip, so that way you can do any fan without making a huge mess. You don't need a lot of it. No. So with my i5-2400, more voltage. It loves voltage, and you can talk to other people. Oh, you don't need much voltage. They're on like dry ice. They're on single stage or dual stage phase changes, so no, they need less voltage. You can use less voltage if the colder you go. Ambient, my i5-2400, it likes over 1.325 volts. It will not BCLK any higher than 106 without doing 1.325 volts, and then going up from there on ambient. Yeah, no problem. It is easy to fix up fans. It's just a lot of people don't realize you pull the sticker off the back of it, and then they'll have the shaft going through the holder, and then there's just a little. They're generally like hardened steel, but some of them can be titanium. On higher grade fans, there'll be titanium spring rings that you just use little pointed needle nose tips, or just pointed soldering tweezers, and you just spread it apart, pull that off, and then it will just come out easily. You just clean it up with like a nice shop rag or something like that. Re-grease the shaft, put it through, and then you just drop a few greases down through, put the spring back on, spin it, and then you can even add some more, because there will be some fans that have like seals in it, so that way like when you pull off the sticker, there'll be a seal, some not all, and then you can like fill the whole thing up with actual grease. One thing you can do too, because if you don't want to mix the actual like lubricants that they use, because it could be a different kind of lubricant, and sometimes you don't want to mix the lubricants, you can WD-40 everything really good, which is water displacement, right? It'll get rid of any lubricants off of it. It is a lubricant of itself, but it's fine to add on to it, but it'll clean any lubricants, dirt, and all that right out of it, and then you can just put your own lubrication onto it. You can use high temp red grease, or what I like to use is a Pazload oil. It's like a mineral type oil, and it's good for high temp, low temp, high speed type bearings, and that's generally what's in fans, right? Because they spin fairly fast all the time. Let's do 103.7. But yeah, less voltage does not work for a lot of chips, and that's because I've literally tested I don't know how many non electrical lubricant spray. Do I need? I wouldn't use electrical lubricant spray. No, no, I wouldn't do that. Grease is good. Grease is good because you don't have to go back to it as fast. Me, I redo my fans because I literally leave like my fans and radiator outside the window like all winter sometimes. I have it all prepped up so that way it doesn't like freeze, right? Like with any certain kind of antifreeze I use, and the moisture and it could rain, it could snow, it can melt onto the fans, and then if you don't take care of them, they can get corroded. And then if you do it right, you can literally just yeah, that's the way I do it. And yeah, that's how I make sure all my fans stay in perfect condition for a very long time. Don't use electrical lubricant though. That's different. It'll wear out very quickly. Very, very quickly. Something's saying no. I think it just needs a restart. I think it might have worked, but it didn't work. Oh, it did not work. I've only seen this twice. I've only seen that twice. Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, GPU fans are generally fairly easy to fix up. Same thing, right? You just take them apart, clean them up, re-grease them, grease or just some sort of lubricant that's good for high temp because they do get warm. Just from the motors, right? It's not even it's not even the bearing style that's on it as well. It is more or less the the motor housing itself gets warm. Well, it's just like the GTX 460 that I got. It it worked but didn't work at the same time. It artifact, and I just know from experience with these cards and certain models of coolers is yeah, it's memory, and it was. Oh, it doesn't. It did not like that. Work. Nope. Nope. It said no. All right, take her either there, sweeties. It said no, so we can do probably 103.6. OW work? You think like a couple? Yeah, it would work. It would. It's just make sure you clean the housing and clean the shaft. That's the main thing because you don't realize like there will be actual like metal shavings in it, even though if you can't see it, there will be, and just it just works so much better. And a thicker oil will bring back. So let's say your shaft or housing's really worn out. A thicker oil will actually help keep that fan centered better, even though it's worn down. That's why it's good to use different kind of oils, and OW's fairly thick, so. Well, a fan blade being broken is a little different than the motor or the shaft, right? The shaft and housing. Yeah, no problem. Again, you got a whole bunch of different kind of bearings out there for fans. You got hydraulic, you got dual ball bearing. Dual ball bearings are kind of a pain. You want you can take out the fan like the same way. Like I said before, there's generally a spring, a hardened steel or titanium spring that you have to take off the shaft to get the fan blade out. And once you do that, there will be for like the dual ball bearing one, or the dual ball bearing shaft or housing. It's just to keep it aligned and helps it last longer. It doesn't help it make it last longer. I don't know why they say, "Oh, dual ball bearings are so good." Blah 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 blah. No, they're not. They have two different failure points now. So how is that better? Hey, it didn't save it. That's dumb. We'll try that though, and then we'll try that. 2210. Timings look fine. Yeah, because you got hydraulic, dual ball bearing, single ball bearing, and yeah, you also got magnetic levitating as well. Like this Corsair fan that I have, magnetic levitating fan, but it's the same thing. You just take the sticker off, and then you can re-grease stuff up. It's just a sticker. If you don't want to, like, if you want to make sure the sticker goes back on nicely, just warm it up, and then it'll peel off, and it'll keep the stickiness, and that'll just guarantee that you can take it off nicer. And then once that's done, you want to make sure you put the sticker back on real good, and now keep the grease in too. That's also why they have that sticker, so no dusting and any kind of lubricants come out of the actual fan. And we'll try this. We don't need that much on the PL. We'll try 103.6, 2200. I don't think this will be better for some tests, but it could. And then what I'll see is how low the TRFC will go. See if we can do CL8 still. And really isn't going to help much for cast latency, but okie dokie. So we'll save this profile again because I didn't want to save for some reason. Save. I'll save it again. I'll save it again. And then we'll do 24. We'll do. Can we still do 90? I mean, if we still do 90 on TRFC, that'd be awesome. Do we got some swizzle? We don't have swizzle. We need some swizzle. Hopefully we can still do this. Because this will be... Nope. No. Insta no. Insta no. Oh, it's just gonna keep... It's just gonna keep restarting on me. Oh my god. Actually, I have to do up my server fans, my big boy server fans, basically like Delta server fans, 120 mil. I think they're 80 mil thick. They're thick. They're real thick. File 7. Do we have it? Oh, it worked. All right. And we go timing. We want Swizzle though. $24. Can we do 100? Not 1,000, 100? That's why I need to modify this board for more RAM voltage. I'll be able to push it a lot farther. 1.92 volt is not enough. Seems like it is, but it's not enough. Oh, I think it worked. Let's go! Now, is PY prime... Oh. K mode? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm gonna let it do its thing, actually. Sometimes it can just have a little hiccup once or twice, and then it's no problem. It happens. See? 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 Oh, God. One more time. I'll let it do it one more time. Page fault, non-page area. Oh, TRC is too low. Output probably 110. I'll do 105. I'll do 105, and it might work, but it's probably going to need 110. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll do 105, though. Wait, did I give it some swizzle? Yeah, I gave it some swizzle. Sometimes it needs a little swizzle. Gotta love these old Asus boards. Gotta give it some swizzle. Oh my god, Windows, please. Can't you see that I'm just trying out different settings? Oh my god, nope, still said. Nope, Brutal. It's a sad, sad day. I was pressing delete, I swear. Is it gonna be fine? Or is it not gonna be fine? To be or not to be? Yeah, probably have to do 110 TRFC. It's okay. It's okay. This is where more voltage would come in handy. The memory controller on this i3 2100 is not bad. I mean, I can't complain. It's doing 2210. So the only thing it could be, I think it'd be fine. Just from testing, we can go lower. Like we can do 22. Oh, nope. Oh, max. No, whoa, wrong button. There we go, max that out. 65. Right recovery time, we might be able to lower to... We gave it a swizzle, right? Yeah. This time, it's gonna work. It might fail right off the bat, but eventually it will work. I believe. I don't know. It might be better just to do higher CPU frequency, lower RAM. But I mean, we're still got some decent timings on the RAM at higher frequency. But I don't think it's gonna help my score from pre-testing. Pre-testing was good. BCLK sucked, but I was beating out scores that were higher frequency than me, so. And they're on better operating systems, so what does that tell you? Really? 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 I also have to get more RAM, more DDR3, a bunch of 8 gig sticks. 8 gigs. Oh my god, why you do this to me? You're slowing down progress. Slow me down, Linda. We'll just leave it like that. We'll just leave it like that. I think we do 500. Is it gonna help? Probably not. We need swizzle though. Before I forget, we need the swizzle. These timings are, I mean, not the worst. But for the test that I'm doing, it's generally tighter timings are always going to outweigh frequency. And since I can't go any higher than this, and CPU is technically at a lower clock, I don't think this is going to be that good. It could. Oh, it's not even going to do it. It's like, I want to, but I also don't want to. CPU's going, why are you doing this to me? It's not the RAM. It's the CPU. Memory controller is right at its limits. It's right at its limits. So I'll probably have to do 103.4. And that should pass. Still 2200, but it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. What is up, man? What is up? Not much. We're just... Why are you sad? Why be sad when you can be glad? Turn that frown upside down. Oh my god, it just does not want to do this. Alright, cool. That is brutal. Well, hopefully you can find your cousin. Hopefully you can find him. Alright, take care, and hopefully everything is good. I don't think this is gonna be good. That's not terrible. Ew. Ew, that's rough. That's rough. Ooh. Super Pi. Thread 2. Not the worst, not my best. Probably have to tune RAM more. Yeah, 11.3, not good. 11.174. Is it gonna be good or no? 11.2. And we'll tie W prime. Also, don't think it'll be that good for this. Team 5, not good. Reopen it, try it again. Yeah, 14.5. No good. What if we do 898? 22. I'm just putting timings in I know might work. Wants to. But also doesn't want to. Says, nope, not today. Only because I can do 888. I'm not sure if it's going to work for this CPU, though. I'm going to try it right off the bat, though. Nope. That's new. Try that out. Again. I think that's a new. Why? Oh, come on. Known timings are not going as tight as I want. It's not as tight as I would like. Let's see what this does. Voltages are all good. That's no problem. Alright, so I'll save it to profile 8. Or not. CPU gets toasty for an i3-2120. Brutal. Try 4. I'm pretty sure I've already tried it. Won't go lower than 5. Maybe with these timings it might, but... Hey, alright. Max that out. Try 10. I guarantee that won't work, but if it does, I don't know. An AI rig? It's an AI rig. Yeah, I kind of guaranteed that wasn't going to work. I can't go higher volts. Motherboard's maxed. 1.9 volts is all I can do. I would be able to do way better timings, even lower TRFC if I can give 2.1 volts, but I can't. I'm going to be. I've already done a small mod on the chipset, which actually helped out the i5-2400 do a higher BCL, okay? It's not helping this i3-2120 by the looks of it. It helped the i5-2400 for chipset, which is kind of odd. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I will be modifying the memory. CPU, you can just disable CPU voltage monitoring, and you can raise the CPU voltage. But you can't do that with the memory, so I'll have to modify it. What's up, Jot? Yeah. I just gotta figure out where the controller is on. For this board here, it has a full face cover on it, so I have to take apart the board, find out where the controller is, see what controller it is, and just feedback mod it. It's so easy. Yeah, it's annoying that it has a full face plate on it. Really is. I want 7. And not loading it. I don't know. I haven't even heard back from the Discord yet, so I might not be getting it back. Have you checked temperatures? He's mod. He doesn't own it, but yeah, he's mod. Not a big deal. People still get to the Discord channel. Might make a new one. It'll be the 3rd one I make. Yeah, have you checked temperatures? My first Discord channel, I disbanded it. Too many just stupid people, to be honest. That does not work lower. I'm gonna try to save it again, profile 7. So keep saving it. Maybe it'll save. I'm pretty sure done testing it doesn't go lower. Yeah, oh, it does. All right. Does not go lower, guaranteed. Does not go lower, does not go lower. Right latency won't go lower unless I have more voltage, which I don't have. These are already really good. I could probably do 32 and 33. Might even try 30 and 31, which helps performance a little bit, not much for that. These are maxed. My third timings are maxed. These are the best I can do right now on thirds. Transmitter slow. There's no point on this frequency. It won't help me at all because I can't BCLK any higher. So if this works, this is literally maxed out. Literally maxed out as far as I can go. Nah, it didn't work. Kind of figured. Looks practically new. There's no one on my Discord that I want to kick off. Not on this Discord. Last Discord channel I had, yeah, I could have. But they just made accounts and came back. Just using the link, right? So I literally, and they're just giving terrible advice, and then saying like certain chips were soldered RAM, and then they were saying that they're saying CPUs were GPUs. It's like, oh, what is wrong with you? Stop talking. Yeah, I could have done that, but this is a headache. And then Frosty came around and said he does the Discords and that. I said I can't pay him at all, but he said that's not an issue. And then he helped out with this new channel, and it kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to make a new one. How's it going, macaroni? So we can do 8, 10, 10, 20, 4, 90. Can't change. Might be able to change to forward act. Might, but probably not. That can go down to 5. Oh no. No. I cannot. I can do this. 5. And we'll have to put this up to 500. 130. In 1 sec, I'll take a look at the Discord. It's saying the card looks basically brand new. Yeah, like I said, those cards, those MSI ones, they just didn't have the greatest support for the cards. And they got chunky coolers. Almost has all the plugs too. That's nice. Look at that. They look good. I mean, get rid of the unicorn puke, but I mean, they look nice. Have you tested them out at all? Like, with the NV link or no? I'm hoping it can help with 7-zip. It's not going to change much. If we can do 12,007 over 700, I'd be kind of happy. I'm going to redo this chilled anyways and see if I can push it farther. Oh, really? Maybe I didn't look that hard. Maybe, but looks alright. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, just grab yourself a rag and some pliers and bend it back into place. Not a big deal. Just gotta get rid of some of these press. Yeah, redo the drivers. Just redo them. You're gonna have to go to NVIDIA control panel and set it up too. You shouldn't have to do anything in the BIOS. I mean, don't take my word on that for sure, but you shouldn't have to. It should just be in operating system with NVIDIA control panel. You can set it up that way. What is going that I don't want going? It's fine. Alright, it's gonna restart it anyways. Where we at? 22. I can usually get around 19 processes, but that's fine. 12,700. Oh, there's one that actually works best? Well, yeah, okay. It's odd. That's odd. Very odd. Yeah, I guess, just do a DDU. I know you probably already know, but then check in NVIDIA control panel and set it up with SLI. Kind of odd it only by 8 though. It's not 12,700 like I wanted. Do thread 2, it's my good one. Alright, drive safe, man. Need more CPU frequency. And the score is not terrible, but still not my best. And thread 3, I'm pretty sure I've tested thread 3. It's not the greatest. It's not bad. Still gonna be like 11.2 though. Oh, 11. I should. Why is thread 3 better now? Yeah, it's not bad. See if it's stable. Not bad. 14.5. Not sure what my best was. I didn't save it because I didn't think it was that good. $14.492. I mean, it's not bad. So for I think it's Pi Fast. We need to do one for a 2-core CPU for the competition. See how bad this CPU is at this frequency. It's not gonna be good. $20 seconds. Yeah, 21. And is it 7-zip that we have to do for the competition? For 2-core? Or is it PY Prime? We'll find out. Let's find. Let's find out. Competition, and it's Intel CPU. Yeah, 7-zip, 2-core, okay. Don't think we have any 2-core. 4 cores require division per CPU socket. And doesn't even look like we have a sub-in. Of course, everyone's due with the G7400, which says 32,000. Okay, so we do need to do a 7-zip. So what we'll do, let's make sure we got no services running. Oh, denied. This will be the best chance I can do. Oh! 12,700. Nice. That's what I wanted to get. There's no gains. There's like no gains, man. Well, I mean, I guess there'd be like a small amount of gains. Yeah, this is cut down. Windows 10. This is one of my go-to. It still needs to be cut down more. Where I'll have about 14 or 15 processes total, but I had 18 processes going there. So, but we'll cut it down. I'll cut this Windows down more, and I only use 500 megabytes of RAM. Pretty easy. You can get rid of old portions of the Windows and it still runs. There'll be old Windows versions. You can just get rid of them. Twenty minutes or so. Is you get rid of the wrong one, and you'll have to redo your whole operating system. Yep, and you just get rid of anything that you don't need. Mm-hmm. Yep. Pasta. I don't think we need a SPD tab. I'll open one just in case. Yeah, there's a little bit of pasta sauce. A little bit of pasta sauce and water. That's what I can afford. Hmm? TRP. No. No, this is the best I can do. These are the tightest timings that I can do. At least with this voltage. If I have more voltage, I can get TRC down below 80. At this frequency. I could do probably 70 or 60 if I have more voltage. But 90 is the best I can do right now. Just like testing it with the X58 platform. Just extra voltage just helps. I could do 888, 22, 80 at 2 volts. Like I just need a little bit more volts at over 2000. This is just under. Actually, I can do better than 888. I can do like CL6. I can do CL6 at 2.1 volts. I know. I need to get better. Like I said, all my RAM kits are literally from HP and Dell systems. Like we're talking like at Tim Hortons, schools, and stuff like that. Actually, these sticks right here came out of a Tim Hortons HP. Yeah, it was HP system. These are 2x4 Samsungs. And these are my best kit for some tests. For Y Cruncher. My long-term plan, what do you mean? I'm trying to find a job, man. Trying to find a job. I mean, I do the YouTube just because it's fun to do. I've helped out a lot of people. I've had people donate to the channel. It's great that they did. It's not something I want to have to worry on though. It's brutal right now, man. It's actually brutal. It's for me, I could quit a job and get a job the same day. I have not been able to find a job in over a year. Over a year. My resume is amazing. I do everything for construction, renovations, and everything you can think of. I got my own almost all my own tools. I had a lot of tools stolen, but I mean, it's actually wild. I've even put my names in McDonald's because I have no experience in customer service or anything like that. So I put my name in McDonald's, Tim Hortons, Canadian Tires, other places like that, and nothing, just nothing. Places that would never work, but I can't get a job. I've tried roofing jobs, I've tried framing jobs, I've tried just labor jobs, nothing. Had a few interviews, nothing. It's been wild. Let's get running again. It's been brutal, man. It's been brutal. Like, the only reason why I have all this hardware is because I spent the money on the hardware when I had money. And I had a couple things donated to me, but I've had a lot of stuff broken from all the moves I've had over the past year. A lot of things stolen from me. Tools, hardware, over the moves and that. And yeah, it's just been a brutal year. I hope I can find a job, man. I hope. I really hope. I would love to get a job. I can get new hardware. It's best you don't. It's best you don't dual streaming. You can, I mean, you can get like demonetized from doing that. Mm-hmm. Like it might be good for a while, but then all of a sudden they say nope. A bunch of bigger YouTubers did that. They were fine for a while, but then all of a sudden they got banned or demonetized or something like that. And they'll even talk about it's like, did you not read the contract? Did you not read? Reopen it. Ads? I can set it for an ad every 6 minutes if I wanted. I can make it so that way it hits a different viewers at a different time. I can do high ads, medium ads, or low. Right now I'm on low, so it's like every 20 some minutes. Generally I'm on medium, but I am trying to make it so I don't have to use ads. But the ads do help. You can set ads only so far. You can set ads so that way people see certain ads, like computer or electronics or makeup or other kind of things. But you can only go so far with it, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I used to do the well, it's a lot of people don't realize, like, I would stream for 12 or 14 hours every single day and then try to do shorts and videos and that. And then I'd be working for like 20 hours a day, get maybe 4 hours of sleep every single day. And I did that for months, just burning myself out. For what? For what? $3 more a month? For what? 2 extra subscribers a month? Ooh. Yeah, no thanks, man. People don't realize all these bigger YouTubers and that started, 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, sure, they got some views in that. What actually got them subscribers and the views is that they monetized and also promoted their own videos. So that way more people got to see them and more people would subscribe. You promote your videos. You have to have money to do that. I don't spend money on YouTube. I get my views and I get my viewers from interaction on live streams or through some videos. I've gotten actually quite a bit through videos, actually. While I wasn't streaming at all, I gained a couple of subscribers. But again, you gain some subscribers, you lose subscribers. Do they unsubscribe? Not always. They will unsubscribe, but they don't always unsubscribe. It's a YouTube thing where sometimes it just unsubscribes you, which is kind of stupid. YouTube's very odd. But once I get back into it, if I don't find a job here soon, I'll be doing a live stream, 12, 14 hours a day, every single day. That helps. Yeah, it steadily goes up. It does. It's just you gain 4, you might lose 1. And that's not because they're unsubscribing. It's literally because YouTube just does it. I don't know why. But it does go up. I try to help out as much people as I can. I try to do videos that people want me to do, and that it's just not, it's not easy. It's spending the time editing the videos and all that, and then for some videos, for the live streams, I'll try to make a video of a live stream, but that live stream's 12 hours long, so you have to literally go through 12 hours of footage and try to piece together a decent video. And I'm not the greatest editor, and yeah, I have a decent system that makes it a bit quicker. I'm just not a good editor. I don't do that. I do PC hardware. I know PC hardware. I can let you know what good hardware can be, put together, or whatever you're working on. If you're doing workstation, if you're gaming, if you're trying to do both, there's certain hardwares you want to put together. If your price points, I'm good at that. I'm good at tuning stuff. I've helped a lot of people tune their 13th, 14th, and 12th gen CPUs. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not the greatest at thumbnails, and thumbnails it's not always about the thumbnail. A lot of people say, oh, well, these videos here have this kind of thumbnail and you get lots of views. But then you'll see that I have literally the crappiest thumbnails on some that have twice as many views. It's not always about the thumbnails. Lately I've just been trying to make my thumbnails fairly similar. Just try to put words and that into it to make it look like, let people know what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't think that's good. My frequency is just not very good. There's just a lot of things that you gotta take into account when doing YouTube. A, have money. Promote your videos. If you're gonna edit a video, edit a really good video that's gonna take you a month to do. If you're not good at editing, because that's how long it would take me, it would literally take me probably a month to edit one video. Put money on that video to promote it, so that way a ton of people can see it, and they see that you did, you're great. All that. But live streaming for a lot of people like me, I'd rather live stream. I can chat with the chat quick. A little bit easier. Yeah, it's long hours, but guess what? I don't have much else to do. I'm not working. I cannot promote my videos, so chatting's the best way. I try to do a stream and a vid every single day for a while. If you checked from when I first started, I've done nothing but improve everything. Nothing but improve. I don't know. Bartlett Lake S should have been out. Like I said, it could get pushed to the end of the year or early next year, but it was supposed to come out at end of October. I did say it could get pushed till next year, though. And it's not Bartlett Lake, it's Bartlett Lake S. Yeah, I don't know. It was supposed to come out end of October. I'll probably have to run the CPU chilled to get more frequency. unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of odd, and they haven't talked about it at all. Like Intel hasn't talked about it at all. Like what could be delaying it, or if it's going to be delayed or expected to be out at this time. Generally, they do if something like that happens, but they haven't, which is kind of wild. I get that they've been working on trying to get more investors in that and working on their newer platforms, but people will like. I would like to get a Bartlett Lake S CPU. I think they'll be really good for like a 8, 10, or 12 core CPU. Yeah, LGA 1700 is good. It depends on. There's so many different kind of CPUs you can get for price ranges too, for whatever you want to do. I just think the Bartlett um, Lake S is supposed to be, it wouldn't be super expensive. Yeah, it depends on what you want to do for RAM, right? For tests, like 7-zip, Y cruncher, and that. For raw frequency, the H24M. For great timings, H16. But then you need a decent motherboard. That motherboard's not going to be good for you, especially for your Hynix 16 A's. Your A die will only be able to go maybe 6400. Maybe 6400. Tight timings, yeah, but you're not going to outbeat a Hynix 24 gig M die. Nah, not on that board. Nope. Oh, you could probably go higher, but it wouldn't be great. Oh, on the ROG Z790E, yeah? On one stick? Nah, not on that board. Definitely not Hynix A die. Not on a 4DIMM board. What board is it exactly? Is that the Maximus? Because all I'm seeing is 7600 max. And with, yeah, terrible timings. Absolutely trash timings. 7000, better timings, but also terrible timings. Can't even find it. Can't even find it. Gaming Wi-Fi 2 or just a Wi-Fi? Yeah, why? Those are horrible timings for not even 8,000. Horrible timings for Hynix 8i. Brutal. Horrible timings for 7600. You tell me to look at. Oh, Pabs. At least Pabs knows how to tune his RAM. Pabs, but he can only do 7400. I mean, that's not bad, but 7200 seems to be the best for like best timings. CL26. So it's 26, 42, 42, 28, TRFC 520, and cast write latency of 12. At 1.6 volts. No. I do that ambient. I can do that right now if I wanted. And they stay cool. For Hynix M die, especially earlier revision M die is one of the best ones you can get. And yeah, you can just use decent voltages as long as you can keep them cool below 40 degrees Celsius, which is not hard. They don't get hot. Well, have yourself a good night. But done testing at 7400, 7600. It's the timings are not there. Doesn't matter about really voltages. Timings are not as good. Peace. Ah, don't have it set up. Now, only thing I can think that might be good would be some Geekbench. Even still, it won't be great because my frequency sucks. I just need to get my frequency up. Probably put the high. It's not going to change much though. Nope. Not good. I'll come back. Not good. Try PI Prime here. Might do a longer run too. 1024. See what it does. $14.4. Not terrible. See if it can pass the stability. We'll see if it can pass its stability. That's why you guys are around that area. Oh, so she's part of it. Be right back. I love how times change things. Is it actually gonna pass? Is it actually gonna pass or no? Nope, it crashed. It crashed. Probably just get warm. How does the CPU get so warm? I don't get how the CPU gets so warm. Just does not want to save. It's kind of annoying. Maybe. Yeah, it's the video, it's the capture device. Going through graphics card, older hardware does that, newer hardware doesn't. So it's like it doesn't have enough power in the BIOS to give color. If I plug it into the motherboard, it'll be color through graphics cards and that through on older hardware. For some reason, it doesn't have enough oomph. No. Theoretically, yeah. But it's whether or not the Chromebook screen's gonna have its own power for everything, and then the GPA just sends its information. That's if it does it that way. Because it needs to have a certain amount of power from your Game Boy Advance. That's should does it. Also, would it send power to the Game Boy Advance and fry it? That's another thing you gotta worry about. That wouldn't work. You're going from a small screen that's how many bit or what's the resolution to a bigger one, higher resolution. Would it have enough power or processing power to be able to do it? Is the bit rates going to match? Probably not. Again, theoretically, you can make it work. There'll be a lot of troubleshooting. Guaranteed there'll be troubleshooting. It's like it could technically work, but it could be very stuttery. You'd again have to worry about whether or not the Chromebook passes its own power through the ribbon cable somehow. It could happen. Because the Chromebook would have to be powered on. Like the screen would have to have its own power source. There's no way the power source from a Game Boy Advance would be enough power to power it. Just, it wouldn't be enough. It's not bad. It's always good to have a multimeter and do testing beforehand to make sure there's no excess power going through the power cable going to the Game Boy Advance motherboard before you try to hook it up. But again, is the motherboard from the Game Boy Advance gonna be powerful enough to put out a display, and would it be able to keep up with the frame rate of the monitor? Because you're gonna have to tune the monitor to the exact same frame rate as what the Game Boy Advance puts out, or you'd have to overclock or give more juice to the motherboard, Game Boy Advance motherboard, and then you have to figure out whether or not the components are going to be strong enough to handle more voltage or whatever to make it work. It's just, I mean, that's, you need a multimeter. I mean, that's not going to help you. You need to be able to source the voltages before you can even do any soldering. Multimeter? I mean, depends on the multimeter. My multimeter can measure voltage, resistance, capacitance. It does a lot. Depends on the multimeter that you get. But yeah, multimeters generally do voltages and resistance. Most do. Some can do more. Capacitance is for like capacitors, MLCC capacitors, which are small ceramic capacitors. You got can capacitors, you got surface mount capacitors. You got different styles of each of those as well. Aluminum polymer is a main one. Capacitors are generally made for decoupling and for a battery bank, basically like a battery bank that's close to where it needs to go and help smooth out the voltage to wherever it's going. Yeah, well, capacitance, you can measure capacitance or capacitor with a capacitance measuring device, or you can get a multimeter that has that. And then resistors changes the resistance, can change the voltage. That's good. That's very basic. And you're just following a tutorial. If you're just following tutorials, that's the simplest, most easiest way for anybody to do something. When you're trying to do something your own, though, that's when you have to start actually checking more than just what's going on for the tutorial. Because Game Boy Advance are very basic. I mean, probably the easiest ones to mod are old PlayStations. It's good to keep it simple. I add extra power to my GPUs. I don't have it. Like a 12 volt 6 or 8 pin power source from a power supply to GPUs that are only for PCI Express power. Then I'll voltage mod them. I'll feedback mod them, or some controllers don't like certain mods, so you have to do more than that. Then add on capacitors to where it might be needed. Use certain capacitors just to make things better. Because, yeah, you could just throw on a big capacitor, but a big capacitor is not good for certain spots, for high frequencies, for before the VRM or after the VRM, close to the core or close to the memory. It's all about what you know and how each component can actually affect frequencies. If you need something that needs to have a nice steady high frequency, you're not going to use a big microfarad cap. You're going to use a lower, or a bunch of lower microfarad caps, because it's better for frequencies, high frequencies. That way it can still give the nice, smooth, fast response. That's why having certain hardware and testing tools is kind of needed. I would like an oscilloscope, a decent oscilloscope, one of these days. A decent oscilloscope would be really nice. But it's not really needed. I can check the frequencies with my multimeter because it has also frequency. It's only up to a certain point, but it still measures frequencies, so I can check to see if my VRM mod switched it from 300 kilohertz up to 400 kilohertz with just my multimeter, because it has a frequency mode. Or to check to see if your VRMs are switching, if you did like a certain load line calibration done on it. Load line calibrations, you can switch on GPUs just by adding a certain voltage to a certain rail. Well, it goes to the controller. If you give it a certain voltage, it's always going to be at a certain load line. It's all about learning about the components that's on whatever you're working on. It could be motherboard, it could be GPU, it could be like a Game Boy Advance or a PlayStation or Xbox. Gotta learn about the hardware that's being utilized by that motherboard. Once you learn more about that, then you can figure out ways to modify it. That's why tutorials are great, but if they're not teaching you the components that's being utilized, there's no point, in my opinion, until you start learning about the actual hardware. Not every capacitor is made the same. Not every MOSFET's made the same. Not every choke. Definitely not as fast as I'd like it to be. I don't even know what a good score is for this one. I don't think it's going to be terrible. 8, 16, I got 4 more, 9 minutes and what? Maybe I'll get rid of hyper-threading as well. See if I can get a little more frequency. I get a little more frequency, I can get a good time actually for SuperPi at 32M. Oh, it's even gonna be and not as good as like. It's gonna be like 940 something. Oh, no, it's gonna be worse. Well, that sucks. Oh. 10 minutes. I mean, it's not the worst. 71st. It is outbeating higher frequencies. Just not as good as what I would like. For some reason, I feel like I can do better. Thread 2. I should stop. So we can actually see things a bit better. Try thread 1. Calm down now. Really? Yeah, I think thread 1 or 2 is probably going to be the best bet for this. It does not like thread 1. Definitely gonna have to do chilled, I think. I hope chilled does actually help out, though. For some reason, I don't think it's going to. For some reason, I don't think it's going to. Don't think that's good. Eh, so 20, 20 seconds per iteration. Not the greatest. No. But I mean, if it keeps up, it'd be good. It wouldn't be terrible. But I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to. It's after finalization. It'll be like 10 minutes, maybe 6 seconds. Or 10 minutes. Yeah, around there. It's like 25 seconds per iteration. Rough. Rough. Maybe I'll make a Windows Vista. See if it helps out at all, just because it is 2-core, 4-thread. I don't think it's going to help out much. It might help out a little bit. I mean, I have a Windows XP I could just throw in right now and see. I just don't have a driver for the graphics card, so I have to switch it over to the motherboard. I could do that. Throw in the XP. See if that helps. Just cannot run it at real time. That's the only thing. Oh, that was 24. That's 24 seconds. Oh, we got a couple 24 seconds in there. Ooh. So that's 6 more iterations, though. Uh, oh, give me another 24 seconds. Or 23 seconds, that'd be awesome. Do it! Do it! Do it! 23 seconds. 86. Add on finalization. Maybe 10 minutes, 6 seconds. 10 minutes. Flat. 3, 2, 1. And please. Oh, come on. I want a little bit more. A little bit more would have been nice. 10 minutes for... see where that puts me. Probably like 68th. 10-4-2, 10-4, 67th. 67th. I'll have to do 9:58 to be in 66. 9:49 for 61st. Top 20 is 9 minutes 25 seconds. But they're also at 3.5 gigahertz, and so this guy's on a pretty good. Dang, son. That's okay. I don't want to know the voltage you're putting in that RAM. Holy moly. 2600? No. No, he's only at 16. 16. CL5. CL5. So maybe I'll try that too. Save this. Save this. It's not great. Then see if I can lower some timings. At a lower, slightly lower frequency. I don't think it's gonna help. I think more voltage is gonna help. At the same frequency I'm at. Just from knowing I can't do more frequency. Try that off the bat. We do 8, 7. Actually, no, let's do 9, 8. Save the profile 8 or 7. We'll save one to profile 6, just in case. Oh, we're loading. Whoops. Six, 9, 8, 18, 4, 90, 5, 22. We need some swizzle. Saved profile 7 and 6. Make sure this works again. Oops, I was loading. So, we'll try 8 and 7. Generally how you can go down. And they should play nicely together. 7, 6. I don't think so, but I can't go down lower on cast lane, so just do. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Just because I don't have enough voltage. Oh, it's gonna do a restart on me. Of course it is. Why? It just does not want to save my profiles. We need the swizzle. Save to profile 1. Save, 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 save. 93, 21, 20. We'll save it again. Do 6. Oh, we'll keep this 18. 18. See if we can do 70 refresh cycle. No. Might be able to do 80. Oh, it's doing a restart again. Why? Why you do this to me? I get it. Overclocking failed, but you don't have to keep restarting. It's not needed. Hey, it saved it this time, though. Let's go. Should be able to do 80. Hopefully. Yes, alright. Alright. We can do it. We'll try 20. Alright. Now what I want to try is 16. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work at all. But it might. Let's go. Let's go. Can we do 18? I don't think so. The cast right lane, so we probably do 5. No problem. Ah, no, we can't. We can't. Dang, son. I was hoping. Sometimes all you gotta have is some hope. It's saying I don't want to restart though. Do a mem okay, then hopefully it saves what I put in. I don't have to redo it. I already know what I gotta change, but still. Please work for me. I just want you to work. I pressed memo, okay? What are you doing? Oh, come on. Pain in the butt motherboard. That's the one pain in the butt motherboard. Yeah. I have to re-put in my timings. Like, come on. At least we should have it saved. 6, 8, 7, 16 works. 80 works. 20 works. cache latency cannot go lower. Read write, I don't believe goes lower. Make sure this works. See if we can lower some thirds. I don't think we can. I think this, for the thirds, I'm maxed out. Right, so I'm going to save this profile 1. Try to lower these to 2. These to 3, 2, 3, 3, 3. Oh, 4, that's right. Maxed. Will this work? Probably not, but we'll try it. It just might work. No. Yeah. The only thing it might be able to lower read, maybe. Can we lower read or write? We'll try. Oh, probably not. Read should be able to. There's no, we won't be able to. We'll try that though. Read and write and read might. Yep, okay. And that's about all I could do probably for this RAM kit for timing wise. And for some reason it looks like some timings are not playing nicely together. So it looks like we might be new. And that is, yeah, those timings are put down too low. An hour race? That's a long race. So I'll have to put up the read to write and the read. Three. I just maybe lower that. That's about it. An hour race, that's a long race. The Miata? Gotta let it do its thing for a second and might be fine. Maybe not. So I'm gonna say it is too low. And it might be good for the read to write and read there. It's still doing it, might be TRFC still too low. No, it's fine then. So that's not the issue. That's not the issue. So we'll put that back down to 16. We'll have to put that to 8. Or pre. Yep. Six, 8, 8. Yeah, it's still doing it. Maybe castling. He still needs more voltage for what it's at. I can't get more voltage right now. I just don't have it. Yeah, it's still doing it. Might be castling. See, too low. Let's put that to 18 just in case. Three, just in case they're not playing well. We'll see. We'll see. TFC usually gives a different error code. But it could be TRFC. Nope, that's all it was. That's all it was. All right. Maybe. Nah, it's not any better than what I had. Seven zip saying. Seven zip probably won't be saying any different. Not good. Speed Prime might be a little nicer. Nope. It's not. Now, are we going to be able to do this at higher frequency? I'll just put the frequency up. See if it can handle it. If it can, then we might have a chance. What I'm also going to do, so I don't think it saved it. Oop. 500. Oop, not 5,500. Only thing is, I'm going to probably have to put cast latency up. But we'll try it. Nah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Well, that sucks. I mean, all in all, not bad timings for that, and I am beating out scores that are higher CPU frequency, so that's good. I just need to get the CPU frequency up there. Oop. Upside down. I'm going to end the stream here. Hopefully everyone has a good day, good night, and had a good week. That is it for this one here. Hopefully everyone has a good day, good night, a good week, a good weekend. If I'm not streaming this weekend, I'm going to try to, but we'll see if I do or not. Again, thank you to all my viewers, subscribers, and donators. You guys help this channel more than you know. Like, seriously. Again, thank you. That's it for this one, though. And, yeah. As you all know, as always, don't forget to get her done. Peace.